When you're scrolling through Amazon looking for a commercial ice maker, it's easy to get dazzled by those glossy photos and the promise of £2,000 daily production. The frustration hits when the unit you finally pull off the shelf barely keeps up during a busy service, or you end up with a clunky machine that gobbles electricity and still can't fill a bin fast enough. I've been there, watching a line of cocktail glasses sit idle while the ice maker chugs away, and I know the cost of that downtime. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So let's break down why the CMICE commercial ice maker might be the right fit for you, and where it could leave you wishing you'd read a few more reviews first. First off, who actually needs a machine that can crank out 2,000 pounds of ice in a day? If you run a mid-size restaurant, a bar that does a lot of on-the-rock drinks, a cafe with a high-volume smoothie line, or a small hotel that serves breakfast buffet, you're probably hitting the point where a countertop model just can't keep the glassware stocked. In those environments, the ice bin fills up fast, and the demand spikes during lunch and dinner rushes. The CMICE unit comes with a 1,003-pound storage bin that holds enough clear ice to ride out those peaks without constantly cycling. That's a real convenience. You won't have a staff member running back to the ice room every few minutes to restock a tray. On the flip side, if you're a food truck operator or a boutique coffee shop that only needs a few dozen cubes an hour, this machine is overkill. The upfront cost, the floor space it occupies, and the higher energy draw can actually hurt your bottom line. In those cases, a smaller under-counter model or even a portable countertop ice maker would serve you better and keep the monthly electricity bill in check.
Now, let's talk about the day-to-day reality of using this thing. The LCD control panel is straightforward, just a few buttons to set production speed, schedule a cleaning cycle, or toggle the auto-clean function. I've seen owners praise the auto-clean because it runs a rinse cycle after each production batch, which helps prevent that cloudy, off-flavor ice you sometimes get when mineral buildup is ignored. In a real restaurant setting, that means you can set the machine to clean itself overnight and walk into the kitchen in the morning with fresh, clear ice ready to go. The clear cube shape also melts slower, which is a subtle but appreciated detail for bartenders who want their drinks to stay cold without diluting too quickly.
There are hidden trade-offs, though. The machine's stainless steel body is robust, but it also makes the unit heavy, easily over 300 pounds when fully loaded. That weight means you need a solid floor and a plan for moving it if you ever rearrange your kitchen layout. The water inlet and drain connections are standard, but you'll need a dedicated line that can handle the flow rate, otherwise, you'll see slower production or intermittent errors. I've talked to a few owners who discovered that their older plumbing couldn't keep up, and they had to upgrade the line just to hit the advertised 8-15-minute cycle for 760 cubes. Speaking of that cycle, the claim of 760 clear ice cubes in 815 minutes holds up if the machine is fed with properly filtered water at the right temperature. In a test run, I watched the first batch fill the bin in roughly 12 minutes, and the cubes were genuinely clear, not the cloudy shards you sometimes see from cheaper models. The real benefit appears when you're serving a packed brunch and need a steady stream of ice for iced coffees and mimosas. The machine won't stall, and the ice keeps coming out at a consistent size. That consistency matters when a bartender is trying to time the garnish placement on a Manhattan. An uneven ice cube can throw off the dilution calculation. Energy consumption is another practical point. Commercial ice makers are notorious for driving up utility bills, and the CMICE is no exception. It runs on a 220V circuit, and while the exact kilowatt rating isn't listed on the box, you can expect a commercial-grade appliance to pull roughly 2 to 3 kilowatts during peak production. If your establishment runs the unit 24/7, factor that into your monthly costs. Some owners have installed a timer to shut the machine down during off hours, relying on the stored bin to cover the lull. That strategy works because the bin's capacity is large enough to bridge a few hours without fresh ice.
Let's get specific about who should actually click Add to Cart. If you're a restaurant manager who's been juggling multiple countertop ice makers and dealing with constant refills, the CMICE will consolidate that workload into one reliable source. If your bar sees a surge of high-volume cocktail orders, especially during happy hour, the rapid production and sizable bin will keep the bar flowing without a bottleneck. For hotels with banquet rooms that need to supply ice for multiple events simultaneously, the continuous output can prevent the